Can you discuss the defensive, kind of mindset there, trying to take Sincere out of getting shots, getting to him? It seemed like y'all did a fairly good job of making him uncomfortable.
That's a you question.
Yeah, defensive question. I mean, with him being the best player, I mean, if you cut the head off, that makes it harder for them to do what they want to do. If you take the best player out of the game, the person that gets them points, assists, rebounds, I mean, that makes our job much easier. So that's what I look forward to every night, is taking out the best player.
Scouting him, preventing him one way or the other, attacking, what were primary goals?
For him, with him being a veteran guard, you just play him straight up because he can go either way. He take advantage of what you give him.
Taz, on a personal level, how frustrating is the free throw thing right now?
A lot.
Who's more frustrated, you or your mom?
Me.
What do you, you've always been a good free throw shooter. Have you gone through something like this before? How do you kind of work yourself out of it?
Shooting more free throws.
I mean, yeah, they all felt good coming out of my hands. So that's the only thing I can really hope for. I haven't really missed that many free throws since when I had that triple overtime game in junior college, where I shot 28. Missing 6 out of 28 is not that bad, but missing 6 out of I don't know how many I took, 12, 13-ish. That's terrible. I'm always typically around 85% for my career. And yeah, this is a bad performance by me. I'm not really a big fan of my play today. Stat sheet might say otherwise, but on a personal level, I wasn't a big fan of how I played today on the offensive end.
Why is that?
I just feel like I gotta take care of the ball more. You could complain about fouls and stuff all you want, but if you carry yourself as a professional, you gotta act like that. Little bumps and stuff that don't really mean nothing. I feel like I can take care of the ball better. I feel like I took smarter shots today, I feel like, but yeah, I can take care of the ball better. Of course, make my free throws, be consistent.
Saying that though, it sounds like you feel like your defense is, I don't want to say carrying your game, but you're playing really good defense.
Yeah, I think myself as a solid defender. Knowing the rotations, knowing what Hugs wants on defense, knowing our defensive schemes, that definitely helps me, especially being a third-year player here. I know what he wants specifically within every defense. So I just try to do my best on that. Try to be a defensive leader out there, just trying to talk to people, talk as much as I can out there.
Taz, do you see defenders kind of conflicted or confused with how to guard you, closing out, backing up, fouling you, letting you go by?
Yeah, I always think about how would I guard me. I wouldn't really know what to do neither. It's kind of just play straight up. You just gotta make me take tough shots, but I make tough shots, so that's a difficult part. But you just gotta force me to do stuff that I don't want to do. But you gotta figure that out.
Kedrian, can I ask you, what would you do to stop Taz?
To stop.
I gave him 30. I just want to let y'all know that before we
I
start.
also had 30, but I mean, it's nothing you can really just put your finger on to do to stop him. I mean, you just got to play him straight up and try to make him do what you want him to do.
How much has the game plan changed since the junior college days?
A lot.
All jukes right here.
It's
All jukes here.
yeah. I mean, it's much more faster.
Against Taz.
Against Taz?
Yeah.
I mean, in junior college, I didn't really guard Taz like that. But, I mean, he was the same person. He got a lot better. But I'll say,
I feel like my game's pretty much been the same. I just got better at it. I just got the strength is a big part of it. I was in junior college playing, the thing said 180. I'm at 165, 170. And I'm just doing the things I was doing now, but now I'm strength, a little more quickness. My footwork got better too. I think that's the thing, the best thing about my game, my footwork, just working on things.
Sean, the process at the start of the game, feeling out how the other team's going to defend you, Taz, so you may have something a little bit available. Is that kind of always going to be a feeling out process? We're going to work it, see what they're doing?
Yeah, I think it's tough. These Sunday afternoon 4:00 games are just kind of hard to create energy. It's almost winter break, and there's not a whole lot of energy in it. So we got to create, and we kind of came out flat. But I mean, yeah, as the season goes on, and as me and Taz keep scoring the ball, things like that. We're probably going to start seeing somewhat of the same kind of at least on me and him. So yeah, just trying to. I don't think either me and him force. We're just kind of letting the game come to us and relying on other guys to make plays as well. So.
How do you
Question for any of the three, like 16, 15 minutes left, it's a 3-point game, and then they went on a drought where they didn't score for like 7 minutes or 8 minutes. When it's the other side, like, if you guys are hitting all kinds of shots, you guys can see that and feel that. But when you guys are doing it defensively, can you guys also feel that as well? And is that a similar kind of energy, motivation, or momentum for you guys?
I think they both feel like the same, but they're both like I don't know, when you're on defense and you're just getting constant stops, it's a different energy. Like when we make shots, we're used to making shots, but when you can stop other good players from scoring consistently, that's a different one. We do that. I feel like we do that pretty often. Like in games, we go on stretches to where people don't score for like 3, 5, 7 minutes or whatever. But that shows how locked in we are on defense and in that situation, in that moment, how locked in we are.
Did you guys need that kind of defensive momentum?
Oh yeah,
definitely today. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of took us a little bit, to get going, but I think there in the second half, I think we stretched out to 18 or something like that. I got a couple stops in a row, and then the technical thing happened, and we ended up going. I think it was like about 18, but yeah, getting stops consecutively in a row is always good.
Sean and Taz, would you guys talk a little bit about how you complement each other on the court and what the relationship is that it's built between you two guys over the past few years?
I think that we complement each other really well. I said this, going into the year. He creates for himself probably a little better than I do, but that's good for me because I think I'm known for spot up shooting. So he creates, and if you put me and him on the same side of the floor, do you help off me? Chances of him, the person guarding him, chances are they're probably not going to be able to stay in front of him. So you kind of pick your poison. So in that aspect, I think we complement each other really well.
Yeah, I was describing. I think I told you this too. I feel like I'm a scorer that can shoot. Like I'm a scorer that can do the 3 levels, 3 level scoring, but I can also shoot. I feel like you're the opposite of that. Like you're a shooter, but you can also score. Like somebody's trying to run you off the 3-point, like Steph Curry almost. Mm-hmm. Like if somebody try to run you off 3-point line, they don't know that you have this other stuff in your game.
When you went like today, you went at halftime and you had all the baskets but one.
You said what?
Do you realize how much you were dominating the scoring? No, like at halftime you went in and there was only one basket made by West Virginia other than you two guys.
No, I didn't know that. No, it's just kind of. They kind of rely on us to score, and then other guys, when they have the opportunity to score too. Like I was trying to get Jalen going tonight. Jalen's kind of been in a slump, but shooters are going to keep shooting. We got full faith in Jalen that he's going to next shot is going in. So once we start getting other guys going, then we're going to be really good.
That's why I feel like it's so good about this team. I feel like everybody kind of knows their roles. Like everybody kind of knows what their role is to play in this team.
Jalen's going to figure it out too.
He's going to figure it out.
Hey, Kedrian, when you have the 2 scorers like that in the backcourt, you're on the floor with a bunch, does that make it just that much easier for you to focus defensively? Like you said, you don't have to, at that position, you don't have to worry about a ton of offense.
Yeah, it makes it much easier because having these 2 on the court, I can pass the ball either way. And sometimes it's a guaranteed bucket, sometimes it's not, but that saves me a lot of energy to be able to defend.